Hello everyone. I hope everyone's excited about this game as I am. Monster Hunter 2. Monster Hunter 2, Jesus, that's funny. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Rain. So, I actually wanted to buy this game because it looks just amazing. I've never played Stories 1, but I heard you just don't need to play it for this game, so I decided to buy the game and play it, and good god, it's such a beautiful game. It's amazing, and I knew I wanted to cover it. I think it is easily the game of the year if it holds up. It's just from the combat, the story seems promising, the interaction, the UI, the music, of course, and music. God, I'm trying not to swear as much and felt within 1 minute of starting the video. Epic. But as I was saying, I think I'm gonna cover the game. What I want to do is I wanna just cover the boss fights. There's more than enough people doing playthroughs, and nowadays with how smart we need to be with our money, and with all these video game companies doing God knows what, I think that putting some content out there just for people to see, alright, this looks good, these bosses are interesting. I like the combat system because, let's be honest, you really see the depth of a combat system in the boss fights. You don't see it smashing random enemies in the first area of the game. So I kind of want to take more of a boss focused approach, and I want to eventually, when they start getting tougher, kind of show ways of dealing with them. That's something I love doing, going through hard bosses and discovering how I can make them easy or not as challenging. So hopefully that will assist someone. And yeah, I'm also really curious in the PvP. From what I've seen, it looks good. So that's definitely something I'm going to take a look at. And when we get to PvP, definitely wanna. I hope they install the ladder. Come on, a ladder is the basis for any PvP game. So I hope there's a ladder. I wanna climb it. I wanna be a god at PvP. I also wanna cover the title updates. I think they are quite interesting. The the roadmap is stacked up until October, and we don't even know if there will be more title updates after October. I hope there's a G rank expansion, to be honest, like they did with older Monster Hunter games. So hopefully they will get into that. Speaking of title updates, I also want to cover this pretty well, kind of see how they are and how tough they are. I hope they are hard. But yeah, the bottom line is I just want to put some videos out there for some people to take a look at just some raw gameplay and to see if the game's worth it, because I love Monster Hunter Rise, but for example, if I knew what was expecting me at 1.0, I would have waited for it. And hopefully that won't be the case with this game. Of course, I'm not bashing on Rise. God, the community has been on fire on the Rise train lately, so I don't want to get into that. I'm just saying that for circumstantial reasons, they had to put the game out there with pretty much it was an early access. Come on. So I kind of want to just put some videos out there for some people to just see the gameplay, decide if they want to buy it. Also, I want to do a review later on. Pretty much ties back into what I was saying before, just for people to see if the game's worth it 2-3 weeks after. I know there are already reviews out there, but those are different. Those are early copies. So the content creators that were making those videos can't really speak much about the state of the game. They would have warned us, for example, with Rise. Trying not to compare this to Rise, as I said, I don't want to feed into the hate, but it's the closest comparison. But yeah, with Rise, they could not have told us what 1.0 was or how it would be. So I kind of want to make a review 2-3 weeks into the making. That would be my goal. Hopefully, I'm not gonna rush through the game. That's stupid. But as soon as I'm done with the game, I want to put a review, more complete, when there's no restriction, nothing is said about what I can or can't say, so people can take a look at it and decide if they want to buy the game. Of course, it's still €60. or more or less depending where you are, I guess. But yeah, so as I was saying, I think I'm gonna put the opening cinematic just for people to see it. I hope that shit isn't copyrighted. I hope not. But yeah, I'll put that on so we can take a look at it, see how the game plays out, the quality. God, it's so good. It's so good. They have 60 frame rates. That thing with the demo was something else. But yeah, anyway, as I said before, let's see the opening cinematic. I'm going to make a character for us to take a look at it, so I will be right back. Alright, let's take a look at this cutscene. I hope this isn't copyrighted. I mean, the Monster Hunter channel literally uploaded this on their channel, so why would someone else doing it? Well, I guess for the song, I hope not. Come on. This whole copyright bullshit is so annoying, honestly. But God, it looks so amazing. I love the art style. The art style of this game is perfect, man. It looks so good. Like, Jesus. Apologies. There she is. There I am. I always play as female characters. I love their armor. I think it's so much better than males. This game looks so good, man. And I mean, I got it on PC, as you can see. The whole issue with the Switch, with the frame rate, just it was awful. I think we really need the Switch Pro. As of right now, too many games are starting to push the Switch beyond its limits. So I don't know. Hopefully by next year that would be ideal, I think. But I don't know. We'll have to wait for Nintendo to see what they're gonna do. They just launched a new Switch, but why would someone who already owns the Switch buy that when it doesn't really have anything? So hot, that shit.
生け捕りにするぞ。おい、何か様子がおかしくないか。まずい、急げ。
Dead. Well, you already know who's gonna be the antagonist for this game. I really love how this game seems to want to explore the concept that the main game just doesn't care about hunters and monsters. Here we have riders which are more in touch with nature, which is really cool. We'll get to see a new perspective on hunters, as I do believe they do got some screwed up shit in the game, so that's a point of view we would just not have in the main game. So yeah, this cutscene's amazing, the cinematic shit. But yeah, as I said before, I'll catch you with the first boss. I love that monster. So yeah, I will see you as of right now, actually. Rastalos is an amazing monster.
何が起きているの？待って、何かがいる。私から離れないようについてきて。
There he is, my boy, Kulu. I love this monster.
一体何をしているんだろう。
Who doesn't love Kuluyaku? That's a legit question. Go. There he is, Naviru! I love this man. Well, he's not a man.
なんなのこの生き物は。アイルーっぽいけど。なんか違う？
俺のカリスマ的オーラは隠しきれないようだな。その通り。俺はアイルーだけど、そんじゃそこらのアイルーじゃない。世界を救った伝説のアイルー、その名もナビルーだ。
Epic.
ナビルー？伝説のアイルーって聞いたことないけど。
また来た。すごいやつだな。あんたライダーだよな。だったらあいつを追い払ってくれ。
ちょっとこの子にはまだ。
大丈夫だって。この俺がバッチリ。
Goddamn felines.
さあ、ライドオンの時間だぜ。ライドオン。
You have to do it, bro. Alright, so let's get into this. So, I mean, the first bosses are gonna be kind of a joke, I guess, because they're still tutorial bosses. Alright, So I guess I'll give a quick look at how the fighting system works. It's when you look at it from first glance, it's pretty simple. It's rock, paper, scissors. So power, we have 3 types of attacks. Power beats technical, technical beats speed, speed beats power. Looks pretty easy, and then your skills are the same. These are skills you can use when you have kinship points, which is that blue sphere. That's the kinship sphere, which will fill when you attack monsters, when you win head-to-heads. So yeah, as of right now, the combat's gonna be pretty simple. It's pretty deep. It's like, yeah. For those of you who don't know Monster Hunter Stories, you'll see how deep it is in the future. But anyway, so the first thing we need to do when in a battle against a new monster, we need to find out its type. Now, as for this one, I already know because I played the demo, and this is where the knowledge from the mainline series comes in handy, because you'll be based to guess what's a monster's type when you are fighting them. For example, Kuliaku, he's technical, he's not really strong, he's not fast, but he has some mechanics which make him attack in a peculiar way, so he could be classified as technical. And that's what he is, so we are going with a power attack. I still can't... yeah, they still won't allow me. I'll just go with the power attack. There we go. As you see, when two targets face each other, you see that blue line. That means they will enter a head-to-head, and that's where the type matters. So in this case, as you saw, Kuliaku is targeting Kaina. So depending on the type, they will do a head-to-head, and then they'll see who wins. In this case, since Kuliaku is technical and Kaina is using a technical attack, focus/T, they'll have a draw. If you're in the head-to-head, you'll gain a lot of kinship points, which are the spheres once again, and the monster will barely do any damage to you. So a lot of the skill comes in knowing what to do. In this case, he's targeting Kaina, so it's not like I can really tell him what to do. I'll simply go for a charge tackle. Another thing is monsters, as you see, for Kuliaku, there are 3 icons, and those are types of damage. There's slashing, which is the weapon I'm using, greatsword, and sword and shield, which Kain is using. Then you have shot, which is bow, and bow and gunless. Those are the other weapons you'll see the feature. And then there's blunt, which is hammer and hunting horn. So you can see that Kuliaku is weak to slashing damage, so that's the weapon you'll want to use. You can switch weapons, as you'll see soon here. So I'm just gonna do a charge tackle. So there are 6 weapons overall, each one has their mechanics. The way greatsword is, this is a draw. Yep, as you can see. You see above my character's name, you see the greatsword icon and 1 charge. That really depends on what you do. So for example, charge tackle, you will use 1 of this skill and you gain 1 block, and the more blocks of charge you have, the better the attacks you can do. So that's greatsword. So now Kuliaku is targeting me, and since he's targeting me, we know he's technical. So in this case, I want to charge my block gauge once again to 2 blocks, so I will do a power attack, which is technical. So let's go with charge cut. We'll enter a head-to-head. My monsters are attacking. Head-to-head, I win. I gain a ton of kinship points, and I get the attack off, and he barely does any damage to me. So as I was saying, it's on the surface, it's simply a matter of knowing the type of weapon the monster is, well, Monty, sorry, I'm gonna have to get used to that. What type of damage the monster is weak to, and know the coin flip, the head to head, and play that to your advantage. You can also do double attacks, which if the monster is targeting one of my, well, he's a monster, he's the enemy. Monsters are on, or monsters, yeah. The monster's targeting, let's say, Kuyaku is gonna do a technical attack on me. And my Ranmar, which is my Velocidrome, and I will use a power attack, will do a double attack on him, which means he won't damage us at all, will gain a ton of kinship and do extra damage. So, as I was saying, it really comes down to how you play and what the monster is weak to. I'll just go with the true white slash. I don't really have much else to use. Oh, he's going for the rock hold now. So this is actually good that I used the true charge slash, so you can see what happens. So you lift up a rock. Exactly, and you'll see 0. Wow, why? True white slash, look at this. See? I'm barely doing any damage. Exactly. I received the iron hammer. The way this works is monsters have different parts. Monsters have different parts, and each part has its own weakness. So Kuyaku is not weak to blunt, and the rock is weak to blunt. So even though the greatsword is good, or slashing is good versus Kuyaku, you might need to use a blunt weapon for the rock, because the rock is weak to blunt damage, therefore the hammer. So the different parts you use will have different strategies, and that's how you wanna go about this. So now we're targeting the rock. In this case, I can only target the rock. Usually with monster parts, you tend to be able to attack whatever you want. Oh, so I will be able to show the double attack. So both me and the Avmar are going for a power attack. Oh, he's doing a power attack too. Exactly. So as you can see here, slash, blunt, pierce. You can change your weapons in... Jesus, sorry, something outside. You can change your weapons once per turn, and the turn will not be consumed. So as you can see, the rock is weak to blunt, as they are explaining here. And once you break parts, the enemy will drop items, just as mainline Monster Hunter series. You break a wing, you'll get the monster's wing. So you should always go for part breaking, and it also prevents the enemies from using certain skills, which is something you definitely want to go towards. Some enemies have some threatening skills, and you will need to break off their parts, so you'll dodge certain moves. Exactly. The way you find which type of weapon is effective is just trial and error. That's just how it is. So you see the blunt icon flashing, that means the monster is, or that part is weak to blunt damage. Or in this case it's blunt, but if it was, let's say, the slash icon glowing, then he would be weak to slash damage. The rock is almost breaking. Kinda wins, but like, she's using slash. Yeah. Sword and shield not good here, kinda. Come on. Ooh, riding, nice. Riding is when your kinship meter is filled, you can ride a monster and the hunter will have its HP recovered, and you'll be able to do the kinship attacks. They're kind of like the ultimates. The ultimate move of you and the monster, and they actually look pretty good. Alright, it's locking. I should break. Perfect, I broke the rock. Yeah, and when the monster's down, everything is a crit. So from here on out, nice, that's a lot of damage. Now that the rock's broken and I can attack Kuyaku's body, I can just switch my weapon. I forgot how to switch weapon. Oops. Bro, they're not gonna let me switch my weapon. Well, I wanted to switch my weapon. Switch weapon. I guess I don't want you to switch weapon. Oh well, I'll keep going with the hammer, who cares? The hammer... The hammer is a bit of a different mechanic regarding related to the greatsword. Yeah, they won't let you switch. Yeah, as you can see, Koyaku is resistant against blunt. And I win the head-to-head. Yeah, the hammer's reliant on head-to-heads to charge, exactly. Yeah, they just want to have me attack. I'm just gonna keep attacking, keep winning head-to-head, which is pretty good. So my hammer is charging. Ooh. Exactly, the kinship gauge is rest. Now I can ride. You and your Monsi. Now they'll just explain, yeah. You can ride the monster and then you can heal the Monsi like that. And the more you raise your kinship level, the stronger kinship skills will be. This is pretty basic. If you die or you lose a head twice, you will be knocked from your Monsi. And now let's go for the kinship skill. Now, when both you and your partner are riding and you can make the kinship skill, you'll do a team tag attack, which is pretty cool. Holy! Yeah, the kinship attacks are chef's kiss, beautiful. Goodbye. We win. Yeah, Kuliaku is just an introduction monster, so I won't really show my setup. But definitely for the future, I'll start showing my gear and what I'm using currently, just so you can have a notion. I hope the monsters get hard, so you can get more into that. Naviru. Oh, it is, my guy.
まあどうしても礼がしたいというのならドーナツをごちそうになってもいいけどな。
Okay, buddy.
何か食べさせてくれって素直に言えばいいのに。
なんで言うんだ。俺は食べ物じゃないぞ。
本当に変わったアイルーね。卵も手に入れたことだし、村に戻りましょうか。
And we got the egg. Oh my god. Let's see. My equipment is pretty basic. As of right now, I have the iron sword, the iron hammer, the rider armor. Yeah, armor is pretty simple. They don't have parts anymore, so if you make armor, it's a full set. I'd prefer to have mixed sets, but I guess that would make it too powerful, so I'm fine with this as well. You see your defense, which are strong against. You see the weak point, in this case it's dragon. Here you can see the weapons and their stats. For example, the greatsword is elementless. There are 5 elements: fire, water, ice, thunder, dragon. You'll notice by the icon. And then there's elementless, which is no element. The greatsword, as you can see by the gray ball, that's elementless, so it has no specific element. 9 attack, 3% crit rate, that's the percentage in which you'll do a stronger hit. 0 defense, 0 bonus, and the skill is currently nothing. But yeah, you can upgrade your gear. and do all kinds of stuff with the armor. I really, really want to see what they have in store for us in the future. But anyway, yeah, my setup isn't anything special. Lots of stuff. But anyway, so this was the first video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you stick around. Yeah, the first fight Kuyaku is not that exciting. It's a tutorial boss, but like we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace.